for either buying food or cooking food or eating food or rating food on a scale of 1 to 10. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Devin Harrington, the average Gen Xer, and welcome back to my channel, where we are at last headed back over to the Alexandra Rodriguez subreddit to see what the over-consuming cringe monster is up to this week. I can say that I have tried to watch some of Nella's reactions. I have tried to watch some of Shelly's reactions. I have tried to watch some of Not Your Average Reactor's reactions, and I can only last a few minutes. Nothing to do with those lovely creators, but Alex and her scratchy voice lately is unbearable to me. And I have horrific misophonia, like where you hear a person eat and you want to unalive them. So maybe it's just me, but I cannot listen to her voice. It's been like sounding like she was sick for the past month. And so I'm a little bit out of the loop as far as watching her content. However, I am on that subreddit all day, basically. I'm on Reddit all day, pretty much. But we do know that Alex is currently or just came back from, I think she's still on, her annual trip to Florida, which is really fascinating because if you remember, last year when she went to Florida, she got some heat for that, for taking her baby son down to meet her registered sex predator father. And that's, I'm not trying to be mean. That's just the reality of the situation. Well, Alex said, my dad has never met my son. I do not go there to see him. And yet she goes down every year with her mom, not her husband, only with her mom. And they stay less than 4 miles from her dad's house. So in the ginormous state of Florida, which has many, many, many gorgeous beaches, why do they need to go to the one only a few miles from her dad's house if he's never met her son? That's something that's been really bugging me. I've given myself freaking anxiety all week trying to come up with an angle on Alex because I like to look at a specific topic with regard to her. So I found some posts specifically pointing out the filters, and thank God for all of the good folks on the Alex subreddit for all of the great work they do, coming up with side-by-side comparisons. Move Suspicious is probably the most well-known user over on that sub, always coming up with some great photo comparisons, which we'll take a look at. So you can see Alex looks like one person on her Instagram photos, and then you see a still from the vlog, and it's a person who is at least 150 pounds heavier. So what made me think of this, and I'm sorry this intro is kind of long, but this channel is like kind of my life and kind of stuff I like to talk shit about. So roll with it. I'm in this play right now. In the dressing room for the women, there's a big mirror, and you look like what you look like in that mirror. But then in the common area, there's a skinny mirror leaning against the wall. And when you look at yourself in that mirror, you look like what you want to look like because it shrinks you. It takes off a couple of sizes just by being warped. And, all the women go to the skinny mirror because I guess that's just modern human nature. And so Alex is like hooked on the filters, hooked on, and I'm not an expert on AI and filtering and all that tech stuff, but I am a human being with eyes and critical thinking skills, and there's no way she's not lying. She constantly denies using any kind of image trickery, and she's lying. There's no way. And here we are, thousands of us on this sub, pulling our hair out, trying to find a way to get the powers that be at YouTube to realize that this is not a good idea at all. There has to be some kind of regulation surrounding influencers using filters, people who are weight loss influencers, fashion influencers, makeup influencers. You're supposed to be using your skills to make yourself look better, not your editor, not your filters. And there has to be enough noise made about this issue before anything will get done. I don't know what YouTube was like back in the early days, but now, I mean, there are a whole slew of words you can't say on YouTube. So if you're not allowed to say certain words, why are you allowed to be a weight loss influencer that makes yourself smaller on your videos than you actually are? That just seems like a no-brainer to me. We all have to check a box saying there's no AI in this video. It doesn't make an actual living person do or say anything they didn't actually do or say. So that's not really applying to Alex, but there's so much new filters and formatting and all that stuff. If you are an IT expert out there, help me out here, please. So let's head over there and see what we can find, because inevitably there'll be mountains of cringe. But first, on this channel, on every video, I encourage all animal lovers out there, please consider contacting your local animal shelter or animal rescue and look into volunteering on site or fostering. Every shelter and rescue in the world does, in fact, need fosters and volunteers, and they can never find enough. This is little Frankie. He is one of the 3 new foster puppies I have. I introduced the 3 of them in this short video if you want to check it out. He is getting neutered tomorrow, and then he's already been adopted. He had some people come over and meet him last night, and they just fell in love with him, and they are so excited to have him be their new family member. And so I've only had him for a couple of days, and he's already going home. Anyway, if you love animals, please do your little part to help save the world. Consider doing it for the animals. Thank you. Okay, first post is from this channel's friend Move Suspicious 2108. Oh, you can see up here that I have in fact been permanently banned for the 2nd time from Reddit, and it was because I said Alex has the most punchable face on the internet. I mean, prove me wrong. Please do not go and harass Alex or send her mean messages. This is just my channel with my personal thoughts on this girl who has done a lot of damage and even admitted it. Because if you haven't been watching her very long, she used to use Photoshop on all her pictures and denied that. So she's a known liar. And that's probably specifically why I just do content on her, because there are plenty of other YouTubers out there in her sphere, and the body positivity, health at any size. And I mean, it's dying out, but it's still there in creators like Alex. So this is from last week. Move Suspicious says, this top left pic is in the thumbnail for this particular vlog. And then these are stills from the same vlog. Alex swears it's all angles, but how do you make a body that looks like this? I mean, look how hefty she is. And she, I mean, just has a lot of fat under her chin, and she removes it here. I mean, the fact that it's causing so many, you know, I don't know the average age of the women on this sub, but I think a lot of us are not young spring chickens. And it's drawn us in because this is so wrong that she does this, that she is allowed to do this. Okay, and Move Suspicious said, thumbnail versus the vlog moment went from 200 pounds to 400 pounds in the same video. I mean, you can't say she's not right. This picture that is from the thumbnail, it even looks like she has made herself thinner in her mirror reflection, because people point that out all the time on this subreddit, which she claims never to read, but people have commented many times on how if there's a reflection of her in a mirror or a window, it looks like what she really looks like. So it looks like this has got the filter on it too. Or the filter's just improved. But I mean, you cannot tell me these are the exact same person on the same day. It's madness. Okay, Mel Moonlight said, looking like a 6-foot man in a dress with backwards knees. Absolutely. She totally is. And she's talking about this picture. She does look like a 6 foot tall man in a dress with backwards knees. She's got really bad knock knees, and it looks like something that should have been addressed in childhood. There have been some medical professionals on here that have commented on that, and it was not addressed. I mean, yuck. Okay. Blunt Perspective 106 said this: without filters and AI, Alex has morphed into being fully masculine looking, with no delicate feminine or dainty features. That inverted triangular and square shape, her permanent dark circles, blemished skin, and just overall lack of glow without makeup just is a dead giveaway for how dead she is inside and how unhealthy she is. Very repulsive. Yeah, I mean, we get to see what she eats. Most of her content is her either buying food or cooking food or eating food or rating food on a scale of 1 to 10. So we see a lot of what she eats, or at least the type of food she eats. And it is well documented that she eats almost entirely processed crap. So, yes, she would be very unhealthy. Even if she was the size she is in this picture, which she is not in real life. Few Temporary said her knees are in different zip codes. Move Suspicious posted, yeah, she posted the same one. See, we kind of share a brain at the moment, because she posted the one here that's very slimmed down, and then this from the vlog. Apparently, video doesn't have the same ability to filter. I mean, I find that hard to believe. I don't know what to believe. And this is part of the problem. This is part of why Alex drives people fucking crazy, because she's a liar and she's gaslighting the hell out of her audience. And yet she puts on this sweet Polly Pureheart act. Like, she's just doing her fat little thing in her fat little corner of the internet, and she's just being a new mom, and she's learning and blah, blah, blah. And I do give her credit. She is smaller than she used to be, but there's no reason for this to be allowed, because it affects people's mental health. And not just Alex, obviously, across the board. Okay, moving on. Okay, so it's currently the last week of February. Alex is, as previously mentioned, in Florida on her annual trip with her mother. As to why she stays less than 4 miles from her father, the PDF file is, I can't think of any other explanation than going to visit him. I mean, if you despise your dad that much because of his disgusting crimes, would you want to go to the same place? It's ridiculous. Anyway, so she's down there, and this is what she posted. This is so freaking pathetic. Super rage bait. Totally. Because I know she knows. She knows how much we despise watching her eat. But as for the audio, it says, the sound I hear when someone is counting calories on vacation. So it's getting to the point where it seems like her whole channel, the entire, since 2011, 15 years, she embraced the body positivity and health at every size and loving yourself at any size. But she hasn't really gotten anywhere. And she's gone on various attempts at weight loss and all of that. And she bitches about diet culture. And then she posts shit like this, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, other than I keep thinking back to the 80s when I was a teenager and how I had my little calorie books, and that, I was just obsessed because I was raised in the diet culture that she talks about. My mom and I did the cabbage soup diet and all the bullshit. But she's just continuing the diet culture with this smug crap that she posts. I mean, do we really need to see her eat Cheez-Its or whatever she's eating? Alex would say, Well, why are you so interested in what a stranger is doing? But that's the whole fucking point. She's not a stranger. She has a platform, a decent sized platform. Who knows how many of those 500,000 subs she has are not bots, but um, she does have a platform, and she's just continuing this crap. Anyway, and she thinks it's a flex, like I'm so cool and I love myself so much. And nobody needs to hear about the calories. Just go on vacation and have a good time. Show some scenery, for fuck's sake. So this post is from Background Cup, and they said, "This is her audio. The caption is the reason why she can't lose weight. She eats like she's on vacation every day." Yes, because she is a sugar addict. Sugar and white flour, which is basically sugar. It's terrible. And I say that as someone who has been addicted to sugar and white flour my entire life. But she doesn't seem to get that. She just says she loves food. Okay, what happened to the straps on her bathing suit, I think? Got tired of them choking you to death after you squeezed into this today? Imagine the sight at poolside where any wrong move and the top is down. I can't with her. She had to prove she took at least one new swimsuit on vacay with her. Yes, because last week she did a swimsuit haul, which there were a couple of black swimsuits that I thought looked decent on her. I liked them. The rest was terrifying. Okay, Basic Animal said, "Why is she always posting clapbacks on vacation?" Exactly. Maybe go bond with your son. Too late for that, I guess. Right. Impus Life says she can't. She needs to bond with her sex offender dad. That's sex predator legally. Milk Silk Official said, "I hate this sentence, despise its truth." Yes. Basic Animal said, "Ah, yes, which is why she packed 8 pickleball dresses." Yes, her dad is real big into pickleball lately, and I'm sure she goes there to play with him, even though he's never met her son and she does not go there to visit him. That experience said, "That's what I'm saying. For someone on vacation, she's just coming off as miserable, mean, and insecure. She thought it was an own that she was avoiding the storm." Yeah, there's a humongous bomb cyclone snowstorm up in the Northeast, like 30 inches of snow. That experience says, she thought it was an own that she was avoiding the storm. Now this, no one cares. Okay, Alfalfa responded, probably upset she can't push all the children onto Nancy. All the child care onto Nancy. Exactly. Basic Animal, Nancy probably said, "I'm not watching that little twerp. Are you kidding me?" Capma81, they probably found a daycare there. Wow. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, Virtual T posted a comment that was left on this reel of her eating Cheez-Its like a snarky hoe. And Shashi 1003 said, "Slow down. No one is going to take them. Enjoy your snack." And Alex responded, "I actually plan to go faster and try to win a world record of most Cheez-Its eaten per minute." What a comedian. And then Virtual T said, "Alex is such a self-centered, conceited, delusional, narcissistic bitch. She thinks that these responses make her look cool, but in fact, what they show is that she is defensive all the time and insecure about her appearance and her ED, because if she didn't care, she would ignore these comments." Right. I mean, typical narcissist doesn't really have a sense of humor except sarcasm and ragging on other people. And that's just my personal experience with narcissists in my personal life. I am not a psychologist or any kind of mental health professional. Background Cup, the OP said, "Shows herself literally gobbling down Cheez-Its, gets mad for being called out on it, acting like she eats differently at home. Her vlogs are literally proof of her lies. Her clapbacks are always weak, and knowing her, she has responses loaded up for comments." Yeah, maybe so. I mean, she could have a whole list of Chat GPT clapbacks that she curates. Virtual T responded, "This sums it up perfectly. Your comment is exactly right. I swear, Alex doesn't know herself as much as we know her. If she were truly fearless and confident in her lies about her 50-pound weight loss and really comfortable with how she looks, any comment about her appearance would roll off of her. The internet knows she eats like crap every single day of her life, and her poor eating habits are just multiplied by 10 when she's on vacation. She certainly does give herself free rein from what I've seen of her being on vacation. Imagine being in the South Florida area and eating the exact same junk you do at home instead of exploring the multiple different opportunities you have of varied cultural foods that you don't get in Rhode Island. That is for sure. But not Alex. She's classless and uncultured in all sense of the words. She has the palate of a 5-year-old, and even the 5-year-olds in my own mixed and multicultural family eat better and have more class and culture than Alex does. I do not doubt it. Yeah, she's eating Cheez-Its on vacation because every vacation I've seen of them going down there, the first thing they do is go to CVS or Walgreens or whatever and buy snacks. What the fuck this girl, I wonder if she's ever admitted, yes, I am an addict. I have a problem. She must know. I'm not even saying she has to admit it on the vlogs, but I've just heard her say, I just love food. That was her reasoning for not wanting to go on a GLP-1 because she didn't want her love of food to be damped down or whatever it does. Serrano 71, when she's so overweight that doing activities on vacation is difficult, all she can do is sit, eat, and she is being passive aggressive because people around her are probably not sitting there gobbling food like she is. Okay, Alfalfa responded, yes, people have asked her to address stepping away from Weight Watchers. Anybody on a diet can enjoy themselves a little bit on vacation. If we believed she actually was telling the truth about the 50-pound weight loss, we could give her some grace. She's so defensive here. You need cheeses. She always posts these asshole responses. Wow, you sure showed us, Alex. Can't wait for the I gained a few pounds on vacation, but that's okay post. Oh, totally. Virtual T, right? You called it. Sure. She sure will do that. And then she'll pretend she lost all the vacation weight in a jiffy. She's only hurting herself with these responses. Well, the rest of us are laughing while in the gym actually doing the work. Move Suspicious also posted this. All the names and everything are covered up, but it just gives you a sense that Alex is staying here and this is where her dad lives, and it's 14 minutes away, 3.4 miles. I mean, if she had other family in that area or other friends, I maybe could see it because I certainly would go home to visit, and there are plenty of people there I didn't speak to. But I don't think that's the case for her. So Move Suspicious also posted this. So here's Alex in her pickleball outfit. There's from the reels she shared, and then I guess she did, or these are pictures from the motels or the hotel's website, apparently. I mean, it looks like a nice place. I know they did have to switch the place they stay at because the original place it's child free. Okay, and Move Suspicious said, Alex's public Instagram posts are on top. All I did was match them. I'm not giving out the name of the motel, and so it's not doxing. I'm simply showing what Alex herself posted to her own social media and comparing it to the bottom pics of a public website. Nicolette Nicotine, every year without a hitch, that she goes to see her dad. Yeah, disgusting. Disastrous Option said, would love to be able to prove how she contradicted the video where she said her PDF daddy had relations with a 15-year-old and that she cut ties, but now she's going to see him and bringing her 18-month-old son. Yes. Yes. She claims she does not see him anymore, that he's never met. As of last year, he had never met Anderson. Move Suspicious responded, she definitely visits him while she's there. Bet they invited him back to their motel to relax poolside. Shaking my head, nasty scum. Any Shopping responded, did anyone pay attention to what he was posting this past week on his socials? Amber Swollen Cankle. At this point, just admit you still have a relationship with your dad. It's not like we don't dislike you already. You, your garbage mom, and your useless husband. Oh, this just warms my cold black heart to see that I'm not the only one that is this bothered by this random YouTuber. Move Suspicious responded, exactly. By her lying and hiding it only makes her look worse. All of them are trash and can go to hell. All are equally responsible in this and not keeping Anderson safe. Yes, and her husband Yar didn't go with her on this trip. And while she's been gone, he's been posting more than he ever does on Instagram. Pictures of his coffee at a coffee shop where he's working, and a couple of other things, the gym or something. He was a man about town while Mama Bear is away. I probably should have given a trigger warning for this, but finally, I have to share my confusion of what's going on here. So this is a picture of Alex in the bottom part of one of the bathing suits that was from the haul last week. And the post is about the fact that you can see her pubic hair sticking out the sides of the bathing suit, which, as an influencer that's been doing clothing hauls for 15 years, I mean, come on, you know you're on camera. You know you have a high quality camera that's going to pick up everything. But that's not even my confusion. I do not understand why it looks like she is wearing a diaper in the front here. Is that all her, she's had a tummy tuck, and so this must be her. I don't know what's going on here. Is this something hanging over, I guess, is my question. What do you think? Because I saved this, and and I just have looked at it every once and again and thought, I really need to figure this out, because you see this. Her crotch looks kind of odd in clothes. People commented on it all the time. So I'm really sorry to be crass about it. I'm just really confused every time she posts something like this. And that's what I have for you today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on just the capability of filters and AI and all that crap to now so seamlessly make people look not how they look in real life. And should there be regulations for anyone with a monetized channel, maybe? I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think we have a better chance of pushing for that. I think that would happen before Alex would get off the internet, which is the goal, unless she radically changed her channel, which I don't see happening. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. I always love all the great things you have to say in the comments. And a lot of you know a lot more about Alex than I do. So I'll look forward to reading those. And if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You are a trooper. Please like, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube-y things. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.